Inside your mind, there's this incredible power that's working literally right now. It's shaping how you feel, what you believe, and every single choice you make. But what if you could actually take the wheel and consciously direct it? In this explainer, we're going to look at how to tap into that power, not just once in a while, but every single day.
So let me ask you, does life ever feel like it's just on autopilot? You wake up, you go through the motions, and you're just sort of reacting to whatever the day throws at you. It's such a common feeling, but it really doesn't have to be your reality. The key is to understand what, or maybe who, is really at the controls. And that director? It's your subconscious mind. Think of it like this. It's always listening, always working in the background. Every thought, every word, every emotion, it just absorbs it and follows the instructions without question. It's quietly building your entire identity. So here's the crucial part. If you don't intentionally direct it, the world will absolutely shape your mind for you. So here's our game plan. First, we'll learn how to give our mind crystal clear commands. Then, we'll see how to turn those commands into a daily, automatic practice. And finally, we'll discover how to protect that new mindset from all the outside noise. Ready? Let's dive in. Okay, first up, commanding your mind. The most important thing you've got to remember is that it is always listening. And that means the quality of your instructions, of your inner self-talk, matters more than anything else. You have to be so deliberate about what you're feeding it. Here's a rule you need to know. Your mind doesn't really get vague ideas. Saying something like, I want to be successful, is kind of like pointing at a cloud. It's just a fuzzy wish. But a clear command, like, today I will focus without distraction. Well, that gives your subconscious a direct target. It craves clarity, not just hope. And this idea right here, this really gets to the core of it. Your subconscious mind doesn't rise to the level of your desires, it rises to the level of your standards. Think about it. If your standard is discipline, your actions will follow. If your standard is just kind of getting by, your thoughts will stay reactive. It's all about the standard you live by, minute by minute. So that brings us perfectly to part 2, your daily practice. I mean, knowing all this is one thing, right? But turning that knowledge into a consistent, automatic habit, that's where the real change happens. This is all about daily intentional action. So here's a simple little toolkit to make this real for you. It starts the second you wake up. Set a clear intention. Before you even think about checking your phone, decide what energy you're bringing to the day. Next, visualize. And don't just see success, you have to feel it. Your subconscious speaks the language of emotion. And finally, align your actions. This is how you prove to your mind that you're serious, and it closes the loop between your thoughts and your reality. Now, to really lock in that intention, you've got to try speaking it aloud. Words have a real vibrational energy. When you say something with conviction, like I am focused or I am calm under pressure, you're not just thinking it anymore. You're actually programming it into your reality. You can also anchor your focus by writing it down. I'm telling you, the physical act of putting a pen to paper creates this powerful little ritual. It makes your intention solid, and it builds trust between your conscious goals and your subconscious patterns. It's a super clear signal to your mind that says, hey, this is what truly matters today. All right, now for a really powerful technique, sleep programming. Just think about those moments right before you fall asleep. Your conscious mind's guard is down, which leaves your subconscious wide open. This is the absolute prime time to plant those empowering thoughts, affirming your confidence, visualizing your goals, and then just let your mind go to work on them all night long. Okay, finally, we've got to protect this new mindset, because once you start setting clear intentions, trust me, the world is going to test you. Fear, doubt, distraction, they will show up. And that's exactly why you need to build a mental shield. And here's exactly how that shield works. You don't argue with fear, you just replace it with truth. So when your mind offers up a thought like, I'll never figure this out, you don't fight it, you just simply choose a better thought. I'm in the process of learning how to solve this. See the difference? You're actively choosing growth over limitation. Building this shield involves a few key strategies. It means you have to be a gatekeeper for your own mind, limiting the negative input from the news or social media. It means setting firm boundaries with people who drain your energy. It's about consciously choosing where you put your focus, practicing mindfulness to stay centered, and finally releasing self-judgment. Remember, this whole thing is about progress, not perfection. And look, if all of this feels like a lot, just remember this. It only takes one new thought, one conscious decision to interrupt an old pattern, one single moment where you choose a better response. That is where all meaningful change really begins. So, as we wrap up this explainer, the takeaway is really simple. Your mind is always, always listening. It's just waiting there for your direction. So the only question left is, what are you going to tell it today?